Hello everyone, in this video we'll be solving problem 46 permutations. The problem statement is given an array nums of distinct numbers, we need to return all possible permutations that we can build. We can return the result in any order. In example number 1, with the nums containing 1, 2 and 3, these are all the possible combinations that we can build. There are few combinations that start with 1, few with 2 and few with 3. Let's switch to whiteboard and discuss what is the most efficient way of solving the problem and which algorithm we can use. The best approach to solve this problem is to use a backtracking approach where we'll start building the permutation of the numbers available to us, and once we have identified the required length, then we'll backtrack or move or undo the operation that we did the last and then try a different pair. For example, after processing C, we'll move up and go to D, and once all the combinations are done, we'll move up from B to A and then maybe try E. This algorithm will help us identify all the permutations that we can build while making sure we are not breaking any of the constraints. Now let's try to apply this algorithm to the problem statement. Because we are expected to build the permutations with all of the numbers, the length of each permutation should be equal to nums.length, which means we should be able to build a tree with each combination of parent node whose depth is equal to the length of the nums array. Let's start building the tree with 1 as our root node. As we have already used 1, the only nodes available to us for the next level are 2 and 3. So we'll use that as the children. For level 3, we need to identify which numbers are available. We need to traverse through that leg and remove all possible numbers that have been used and just add the ones that are available. So for leg 1 and 2, the only number available is 3. So it should be the child of node 2. Similarly, on the right hand side, the only node available is 2. That will become the child of node 3. Now that we have identified all the legs that we can build with node 1 as the root node, all we need to do is traverse through this tree and save the combination to our results variable. It should be 1, 2 and 3 on the left hand side and 1, 3 and 2 on the right hand side. We'll repeat the same cycle, but this time we'll use node 2 as the root node. So if we use node 2, the two nodes available to us as our children are 1 and 3. And if we are using 1 here, the only available node is 3. And on the right hand side, the available node is 1. So we were able to build two combinations here. And we'll repeat the same cycle for the remaining elements in the array. So this is how we can solve this problem using backtracking. With this solution, our time complexity is O of n square into n factorial, as we are running nested for loops to identify the nodes at each level, which keeps on decreasing. That's why it's n factorial. While the space complexity is O of n into n factorial. This is to consider all of the combinations that we are identifying during the traversal and maintaining it in memory. Let me show you how we can implement this using C#. Here is my C# solution. I start by initializing my result variable, which will hold all of the combinations, and then call the generate permutations method. In this method, I am first checking if the size of the permutation equals to the nums.length or the size of the array. If yes, then we add it to the results variable and stop the iteration, as we don't need to go any further. If not, then I start a for each loop on all of the elements in the nums array and check if the current combination already covers that number. If yes, then we don't need to repeat that number again in the combination. And we add the number to the current permutation variable and then call the generate permutation method recursively. Once the recursive call is complete, we remove the element that was added to the current permutation from the collection. This is to make sure we can try a different combination. After all of the recursive for loops are complete, all of the combinations will be saved in this result variable, which is being written from the main method. This solution, when submitted on LeetCode, beats nearly 85% of the submissions in terms of runtime and 18% in terms of memory. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you were able to understand the explanation. The details to access the source code is available in the description below. Feel free to check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.